You bought a 30-year roof, it's 14 years old, and it already looks worn out. So let's ask the real question. Can a roof actually last 30 years? The honest answer is sometimes, if everything is done right. In this video, I'm going to explain what a 30-year label really means, how the climate affects real roof life, the maintenance nobody talks about, and why choosing the right contractor matters just as much as the shingle itself. By the end, you'll know what to realistically expect from your roof and how to give the best chance to reach its full lifespan. Hi, my name is Riley, and I run a roofing company here in San Diego. I've torn off roofs that were labeled 30-year roofs that were worn out at 12, and I've seen similar shingles last well over 20 because the system was done correctly. Let's start with the label. When you see 30 years on a shingle wrapper, that number is not a promise. It's a performance rating based on lab testing under ideal conditions. That means proper installation, proper ventilation, and proper maintenance. Manufacturer designed shingles as part of a system, and when that system is followed, they perform extremely well. The problem is that most homes don't live in perfect conditions. So instead of thinking 30 years guaranteed, think of it as a potential lifespan when the product is installed and supported in the way it was designed to be. Not all 30-year shingles are the same. They're generally in three different categories. Basic 3-tab shingles that are thinner and lighter and installed correctly in mild climates, you might expect roughly 12 to 18 good years out of them. Then architectural or dimensional shingles, these are the most common 30-year or lifetime shingle today. They're thicker, laminated, stronger. With proper installation, these homes can see 18 to 25 years of solid performance. Then there are premium and designer shingles, more material, higher ratings, and better resistance in wind or impact like hail. In the right environment with the right installer, these can push into 25 to 30 plus year range. The same general label, very different real world outcomes. Climate matters more than most people actually realize. Here in San Diego or the Southern California climate, the sun and heat are relentless. UV exposure dries out the shingle and makes them more brittle, can cause thermal cracking. South and west sides of the roof will age much faster than the rest of the roof. In colder climates, freeze thaw cycles expand small cracks over time, and the snow and ice can actually force water under the shingles, and when it freezes, will expand. Near the coast, salt air actually accelerates the corrosion of all the metals. In high wind or hail zones, shingles take repeated impacts that shorten their lifespan. You can install the same roof on two houses and get two completely different results purely based on the environment that the roof is in. That's not a product failure, it's physics. Maintenance is the quiet factor that shortens roof life. A roof is not install it and forget it. Clogged gutters let the water back up at the edges, debris in valleys traps moisture, and never lets shingles dry. Small issues left unaddressed turn into structural damage underneath. And attic ventilation plays a huge role in the longevity of your roof. A poorly ventilated attic can reach extreme temperatures. That heat ages shingles from the inside out. Most homeowners don't look at their roof for 10 or 15 years, then they're surprised when it's worn out sooner than they expected. So why do manufacturers publish big numbers like 30 years or lifetime warranties? Because those numbers represent maximum potential performance when their system is followed. Manufacturers invest heavily in testing. They publish detailed installation instructions, ventilation requirements, and maintenance guidelines. And when those standards are met, warranties work and the roofs last longer. That's why the contractor matters so much. A great product installed incorrectly will underperform. A solid product installed correctly can exceed expectations. The warranty is there to back up the system, not to replace proper workmanship. Here's the most realistic way to think about roof life. A properly installed architectural roof with correct ventilation and basic maintenance in a typical climate, you can expect around 20 to 25 strong years. A high-end roof system installed and maintained correctly, 25 to 30 or more is absolutely possible. But a roof with shortcuts, poor ventilation, harsh exposure, and no upkeep, man, that sucker can be worn out in 10 to 15 years, regardless of the label. So the better question isn't, is this a 30-year roof? It's, on my house, in this climate, with the right contractor, What's the realistic longevity of my roof? Your roof isn't magic. It's the materials doing their best against sun, wind, and water. So the number on the wrapper is the goal. What determines how close you get to it is the product you choose, the contractor who installs it, the ventilation, and the details behind the scenes, and whether the smaller issues get handled early or you wait too long. If you're in San Diego County and want an honest assessment of how much life your roof really has left, we can inspect it, take photos, walk you through it, even if the answer is that you still have a lot more time on your roof. If this helped reset your expectations about what a 30-year or a lifetime roof looks like, go ahead and hit that like so more homeowners can understand what really matters and what to look for when it comes to roofing. Subscribe for more straightforward roofing advice. And in the comments, tell me, how old is your roof and what were you told when it was installed about how long it would last? Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you on the next one.